In a week where we saw the most clutch punt of all time, Pat Mahomes evolving to a level of not needing receivers anymore, and Justin Jefferson accidentally dinging the ref with his helmet, it was hard to choose the silliest thing I saw this week, presented by Vuori. Stick around later in the show to hear more about Vuori, or head to vuoriclothing.com/Harris for 20% off your first order. That's VUORI, Vuori. It was hard to choose the silliest thing I saw this week, so today we're going to hop around a little bit. It's going to be different than a normal show, and it's fitting because it's probably going to be the last show of the season. Someone passed along an idea of doing like a top 10 list maybe during the playoffs or something like that. So maybe we'll do something like that, but this is probably going to be the last show of the season. So thank you guys for watching this year. But biggest thank is to Vuori, because of course this show would not be happening without Vuori. So if you like this show and you want to see the show return again next year, please go to vuoriclothing.com/Harris to let them know that you love the show. But we are going to start this week down here in Tampa Bay, going against Carolina here in the fourth quarter. And Brady, kind of pump fakes and gets sacked here and spikes the ball in frustration. And you see a flag comes out. The ref does not like it. That is Carl Paganelli. You see the flag come out here, and you get kind of like a whoa, and Carl just instantly goes into that pocket. He's like, whoa, he just like sees the ball. Tom, we can't have that on my field, Tom. And Tom, kind of turns around and he's like, what was there? There's a flag? There's a flag? What was this flag about? What was this? What happened? What? Oh, come on. And the reason I'm showing you this is this sets up one of the craziest punts of all time. We get a low snap here to Camarda, and Camarda runs around the left edge and somehow pooches this thing and keeps it in bounds, kicks it with the outside of his foot, obviously, and keeps it down the sideline to the 2-yard line. And unfortunately, there's a flag, and it's going to negate this whole thing because there was an ineligible man downfield. And the broadcast actually did a really good job of describing this, that on a punt play, when the ball is punted, only the two gunners can be past the line of scrimmage. And so you can see here on the replay, 41 gets a little excited. But what I wanted to talk about was the ability of this kid to get his foot on the inside of this ball and kick it out. That's just incredible to do that all on the run. And unfortunately, it just didn't account for it. It didn't even matter because of the penalty, but he punts right after this. We did plenty good punt. And if crazy punts aren't your thing, sorry about last week, but this week we got Pat Mahomes throwing a pass to himself. What was more impressive was he almost got the first down. I'm not sure what's more impressive, the catch to himself or almost getting the first down. Probably the catch. But yeah, Pat Mahomes rising to a new level. And lastly today, I bring you some saltiness and some sogginess when the Vikings were in Green Bay and Justin Jefferson hit peak frustration. After midway through the second quarter, Kirk Cousins' pass gets tipped at the line and somehow maintains just a perfect spiral. I mean, look at that thing. The thing bounced off a guy's shoulder and just held the spiral. And as I always say, never judge a ball by its spiral. But this one is a duck, and Adrian Amos pulls this one in. But at the end of the play, you can see that Big Hat Alexander gives a little push to Jefferson, who is about to try and spike his helmet, but does not look in front of himself and nearly clocks down Judge Mike Carr. Luckily, he makes contact with Carr's shoulder and pulls up quickly and kind of spins away. And unfortunately, we don't really get to see any kind of interaction afterwards. This is as far as any replay will show. I looked all over. Everything just cuts off right around there. Now, the real question is, why was Justin Jefferson so frustrated? Apparently, parts of the field seem to be a little on the wet side, more wet than other parts of the field. Here in the replay, we can see Jefferson falls over, and without a doubt, he could have made a difference on this play. There's no doubt. But if you want some real silliness, a user on Reddit went as far to say that there was a field wetting conspiracy that would disproportionately affect the Packers, and then the Packers were prepared for this field wetting, and that is why the Vikings were getting screwed on stuff like this. I mean, I don't have evidence that this guy's theory is wrong. I can say that. Well, that's going to wrap up the silliest thing I saw this week for the season. I would be remiss if I didn't say that my thoughts and love are with Damar Hamlin's family right now, and this video was not as easy to make, knowing Damar's not doing well in the hospital. So everybody's thoughts and prayers and love should be with his family right now, and we should think more about these guys that put their bodies on the line every week. Thank you guys for watching every video this year, and thank you for sticking around to the end. This video would not have happened at all without Vuori. VuoriClothing.com/Harris gets you 20% off, lets them know that we came. But really, if you want this show to continue, if you think this show's great, go there, share that link with your friend, tell them. I was actually at a New Year's Eve party, and I saw a guy across the room had the same Vuori pants that I owned. And I was like, hey man, are those Vuoris? And he was like, yeah. And we just gushed in front of this party about how much we like them. I was like, so why do you buy them? He's like, they're the most comfortable clothes I've ever had. I was like, right? And it was a real bonding moment between two dudes that didn't know each other. Thank you guys for tuning in every week this year, and let me know down in the comments whatever you'd like. I'll respond. I'll be reading every single one of those for sure for the next couple months. I think that the show will be coming back, but definitely if you go check out VuoriClothing.com/Harris. All right, see you next year.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button, write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.